So currently, people watching on YouTube right now, it's a black screen.
Yeah.
It fades up, and I say, Gray,
Strang.
we are here for one reason.
Yes.
What is that?
To discuss music moments in video games.
Whoa. I know what you're thinking. What is a music moment in a video game?
A music moment in a video game is a bit in a video game where the music is part of the moment. Specifically in terms of the music is like impacting the scene in some way, so that if you were to play through that scene without the music, it would not be the same. Similarly, if you were to listen to that bit of music without playing the game, what are you even doing?
I would say let's get into what wouldn't count, but first of all, what's that all about?
Okay. Well, I introduced the topic of the video. I think you should introduce chocolate of the day.
It's Swiss, so I don't know if it's Frey or Fry or Fry. But
What was the last one? Sorry. Okay.
I don't speak Switchigese, so it is. Oh, that's gonna be out of focus. This is what it is. It's Supreme.
Supreme.
Is it Supreme? Is that Satan?
Satan, yeah.
Satan Dark 69.
Oh my god.
This is the sexual chocolate.
No.
Yeah, so let's eat it.
Why would you do that?
Oh, it wasn't even that hard.
Disappointing.
Are you whole mouthing it?
No.
Oh, you neither.
Cheers.
Went down my throat. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
It's just dark chocolate.
Yeah.
It's smooth.
It has a nice texture.
I'm happy with that. I'll enjoy snacking on that throughout this episode.
All right.
Circling back to what defines this,
Yes.
a music moment.
Yes.
Let's talk about things that aren't music moments.
Yes.
And are, in fact, in my case, I only have 1/2. That is not a moment, but is where music combines with the game, and you're out here like, whoa, this music and game combo.
Pretty sheeshing. Do you want me to go first? Because I have two
Sheeshing.
things.
Yeah, go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead. Hit him.
Okay, so the first thing on my list of things that shouldn't really count as a music moment, but must be discussed regardless, I have the trailer for Battle for Azeroth.
Wait a minute.
It's okay.
Is it in the game?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Because it was the trailer that was released to, like, announce the expansion of World of Warcraft, by the way. But technically, it does play during the game, because when you first open up a, like, new expansion, or the pre-patch for a new expansion, it plays the cinematic trailer in-game before you get to choosing your character. So technically, it does play
Okay.
in the game.
A couple games do that, but
Yeah.
I see why it doesn't quite count.
Yes, but I wanted to talk about it because every time I watch it, it like makes me get all choked up because it's so fucking epic.
Yeah, it's more to do with your emotional attachment to the trailer
Yes.
and the impact that it has on the trailer.
Yeah, I literally read a YouTube comment yesterday that said that it's crazy that this trailer was the best part about the expansion. And you know what? They weren't wrong. It's a really, really good trailer. It combines the music from both sides of the aforementioned Battle for Azeroth. And it has, when it fucking goes off with fucking Anduin's theme and you fucking, oh, it's very good. Your turn.
My turn of something that doesn't count is the whole soundtrack, basically, to Doom and Doom Eternal. Listen. When you play the whole game, it does mesh well with the music. Mick did a good job.
Thanks, Mick.
Maybe some consciously listen to the music the whole time and think, wow, this is making the game so much better. So every time you're in like a big fight, the music is there just like oosh oosh. Only occasionally does it feel like it's a moment where the music begins and it's cool, or like if you just manage to get a glory kill at the exact same time as like a kick drum, that feels quite cool. So it's less of a moment, but it's such a good meshing. Because if you did Doom, but it had like, I don't know, classical music or country, it would be a bit different. And if you, I mean, you can listen to the music by itself, but you have to be doing something Doom-like deadlifting.
Well, I know a lot of people who listen to the Doom soundtrack while studying. Wouldn't be you.
Would not be me.
How different
Studying.
would it?
We should also note that we can't have any of the music in this video.
Yes.
YouTube's like that.
Yeah.
Therefore, it'll just be singing. But we all know how Doom goes. It goes like, and then Battle for Azeroth. No. They know.
They know.
We all remember. Do you remember where you were when the Battle for Azeroth trailer dropped?
Yes, I do.
What's your next one that doesn't count?
I'm so glad you asked. My next one that doesn't count is from the main menu of Uncharted 3. Good old Nate's theme 3.0. So the reason that I wanted to include this as a music moment is because it is the same music as the first two games, but like it's been built upon kind of in a way.
It's been altered.
It's more bombastic, I would say.
It's got more horns.
And like when you first hear the drums and then it you know.
I would use the word amalgamation in this situation.
Oh. Wow.
You've enjoyed the two games and you've waited for the next one to drop. And
Yes.
it is a moment in a way because it's the moment you've got the game launched.
And you were there. You were there with me.
If you compare and contrast this to Uncharted 4, the wait was even longer. There's
Yeah.
even more of an emotional attachment.
Yeah.
But it's just silent.
I was disappointed by
it's
Uncharted
completely
4
different.
thing
It doesn't
because
hit
the
the
Uncharted
same.
3 one got me so
Exactly.
fucking hyped up
Exactly.
to the point where the Uncharted 3 fucking Christ, the Uncharted 3 theme is in my playlists and I do listen to it on a regular basis when I want to get hyped up. So speaking of Nate's theme 3.0 and it being the main menu for Uncharted 3, this is a lovely transition to our next category.
A segue, if you will.
To our second category, which is openings and endings. Music that is specifically used within either the opening or the ending of a game.
I'm going to start us off strong
Yeah.
with a little game called Saints Row 4.
Uh-huh.
This song that plays, you may know it. It's called Don't...
There's a bug. There's a bug in the room.
It's called Don't Want to Miss a Thing. Or maybe I don't want to... Because I don't want... Aerosmith? You know the one? Don't want to close my eyes. Don't want to fall asleep because I'd miss you, babe. Yeah.
That one?
That
Why is there a bug in here?
That song. It's not an OST. It's just a song.
That's just a song.
This fucking guy. Right, so where this plays, do you know of the movie Armageddon?
No.
You haven't heard of the movie
I
Armageddon?
have heard of it.
Okay,
I don't know anything about it.
neither. I know that it involves a nuke and... Did I get it?
No.
It involves a nuke and launching it into space. Well, it's clearly referencing Armageddon. Not that either of us have seen it. But a nuke is being launched and your character runs up to it and grabs on and flies off with it to try and save with the nuke, yeah, to try and save the day because you're like ripping out parts of it to try and like destroy it,
Yeah.
right? And like as you're running up and you jump onto it, the song starts playing, and you know the song. It's a dramatic song.
Yeah.
It's like
it's a ballad.
all your colleagues are like calling you on the radio, saying their goodbyes, they're saying their farewells, and it's like so unnecessary. It's Saints Row. This other game opens.
Yeah.
It's like after you've done the first mission, you do this like suicide mission as this song plays.
I don't wanna close
Exactly.
my eyes.
Yeah. Saints Row 4, what a game in general. Because after you've like ripped out all the parts of the nuke that you need to.
Yeah.
Like you jump off it and it blows up, and the camera's following you, and like you just hit him with a thumbs up, and then it's the title card.
That's amazing.
It's so good. Yeah, really defined by that song.
Beautiful.
Floor's yours.
Okay. So the first one I have on my lovely list is from a game I haven't actually played. It's the opening to Mass Effect 3. So I know about this because of our dear friend Annabelle, who has played this many times. Annabelle showed me ages ago. I knew nothing about Mass Effect. I honestly still know very, very little about Mass Effect. I have never played any of the games myself, but I have listened to this specific song from Mass Effect so many times. The song itself is called Leaving Earth. It plays as you are leaving Earth.
Is it original to the game?
Yes. It is. I don't really know the context of what's happening in the scene, but the song itself is so, like, it starts off as, like, a really sort of quiet piano thing, and then, like, a huge fucking spaceship or something comes down, or I don't know if it's a spaceship or, like, a giant alien. I don't know the plot of Mass Effect, but then it just goes, like, boom, and it's, like, it's really good. And, the guy... sees like a child on... Have we mentioned that this is like spoilers for every game that we're talking about?
Not yet. We should have like a flashing text as we get into it.
Yeah. You see this child and he gets into a spaceship and you're like, oh, he got into the spaceship, and the music's getting more and more intense. And then the spaceship gets shot down and the child is dead, and it's like... The music is really intense because it starts off with this little piano that's like doo 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 doo, and then it goes boom, and it's like whoa, it's really good. Okay, your turn.
I'm so glad that defined your experience when you didn't play the game.
Yeah.
Next on my list is Watch Dogs 2, the intro to this. Now, again, it's also after the first mission and then the ending cutscene. The first mission is like a success, and you're celebrating with your new friends. You're on the beach having a drink, getting wasted, and then it cuts to black, and then you wake up on like a floor, obviously overhung as fuck, and yeah, it's like, wow, I blacked out last night, good stuff. And then like you take a phone call or whatever, and it's like whatever, and then he's like, hey yo, whose place am I at, or something like that, and then the camera like cuts back to a wide shot. And then like you just see some girl like naked on the bed, and then he's just like sheesh, I did that. And then Tower of Power comes in and it's all like, 'cause I could never. So very hard to go. That song.
Oh, so very hard to go.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna say it. It's a vibe.
You hate that word.
Exactly. Title card comes on. It says like Watch Dogs. And yeah, the song's like boogieing, and
I love that song. That's a really good song.
And then it becomes diegetic. The song like fades out, but it fades to like you're standing next to a radio and it's playing there.
I love it when that happens.
And then like, you know, you move the camera around, and then like the sound goes like,
yeah,
because diegetic now. I like that song.
I like that song.
Discovered
too.
It because of the game.
I didn't know that's why you knew it. Because I know it because of you.
That's how I know half the songs I know.
Me too, because of the GTA Rock Radio. My next one is an ending, not an opening. The ending of Portal 2. I was talking to you about this the other day.
You were.
I was. With the turret opera, as you are rising up out of Aperture, and you go through all of the floors and you go past all of the turrets that are singing together, and there's the big, like, I don't know if it's leopard print or something. It seems very strange to have a big leopard print turret in the background, but I swear I'm not making it up. And it pumps up as like all of them are singing, and it gets like faster, and then you get up to the surface and you're outside. I love the ending of Portal 2. I really, really love it. I think it's a really, really cool ending.
Do you know the name of the song that they're singing?
No.
How good a moment was this really?
I've let down the turrets.
My turn.
Yeah.
My one is also an ending.
Whoa.
Red Dead Redemption. You've already been spoiled for the first game.
Yes, I have.
Right.
I have not played it, but I know everything that happens.
But bit of context for the viewers who don't mind the spoiler or have also played it. You play through the entire game as this guy called John Marston.
Love him.
At the end of the game, he dies, and then now you play as his son. And that's where the game ends. It's now like epilogue. You play as his son, but like at least when I was a wee boy first playing that game, it was like, okay, I'm done now. Now I can like clean up all the side missions. I thought like that was the only purpose of why they let you play as Jack, to just clean up the side missions, because they're not just going to say, thanks for playing, would you like to start a new game? It's just for post-game cleanup. And one of these side missions is finding the guy that killed your dad. And you do that successfully, hopefully. Edgar Ross.
Edgar Ross. I remember.
You shoot him.
Whoa.
And then he falls into the river. And then Jack holsters his firearm. And then just like turns around and just starts walking. It's all silent. And then just all of a sudden, it's just like a freeze frame. Everything goes red. I think it says Red Dead Redemption. And then like a single guitar note plays. It's just like, Neow.
Oh, was that what you were playing last night when you were like, this single note is one of my things?
Exactly.
Oh.
Yep. Then it goes to the credits. And I think it's technically the same song, but like it's not a continuous note. It's like, Neow. And then there's like a credit song, which also has an electric guitar in it. So it could relate.
Yeah.
Probably. But like the moment is that single note, and it's like, oh, I just beat the game now.
Yeah.
It wasn't beaten before. Now I've beaten the game.
Yeah.
It's an end card.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption. Jack Marston. It's all red now.
Nice. My next one is one that I feel like a lot of people wouldn't consider to be a great music moment in games purely because it has been memed so fucking hard at this point. And that is the opening to Skyrim.
I didn't know there was music. I just thought it was a guy.
No, there is music in the background. The track that is playing is called Awake of Hey You Are Finally Fame. And I don't know, I really like it. And because I'm someone who has spent a lot of time modding Skyrim, I have played the opening section so many fucking times, and I've heard that music. I've heard the little wow, wow. I can't remember if that's actually how it starts, but that's how it starts in my head. It might go down instead of up.
So like, wah, wah. Just not exactly, but like as an example, what it would sound like if it went down instead of up.
Yeah, I really like it, and it's one of my favorite songs from the Skyrim soundtrack, and I think it's become so iconic being in that opening scene that everybody now knows because of Hey You're Finally Awake.
I don't listen. Controversial, but I'm going to play devil's advocate and say the moment is not defined by the music. This might come from left field.
Okay, no,
it's not defined by the music.
The moment is defined by the music for me, personally, because I have an emotional attachment to that song. I hear it and it goes, in my heart.
It also is the music that plays the opening of your favorite game of all time.
Yes.
So, of course, you're going to have an attachment to it.
Yes.
Okay. I have one. It's actually two.
What?
Okay. So this is from Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain.
Whoa.
It's an ending song, but I also... Okay, this is very confusing, as is the game. There are about 40 different endings to the game.
40?
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
And not like, depending on your choices, like you have 40 different options for an ending. No, it's like the game ends, and then you keep playing, and then the game ends, and then you keep playing, and then the game ends.
What?
If you look up on YouTube... Metal Gear Solid 5, all endings. It's like an hour and a half long.
Oh my god.
Worth of video. Anyway, one of the endings is, spoiler alert, Quiet's death / leaving.
Is she Booby Lady?
Booby Lady is Quiet.
Yep.
This moment is memorable not for the boobies, however for the lack of boobies, because she's leaving.
Oh no.
Throughout the whole game, she's like singing this. She has her own theme song that she just sort of hums to herself.
I thought she couldn't make any noise.
She can't speak.
Okay.
At least speak English. It's
Right.
a whole lore.
Okay.
Listen, okay? So she's humming this thing, and then as she's like walking off, she left this tape recording for you of her speaking.
Speaking?
Yep.
For real?
Yep.
For real life?
Yeah, for real life.
Whoa.
It's like she's no longer called Quiet anymore.
Wow.
Don't
Called
have a good
Yappy.
Yappy. There you go. Yeah, and her theme plays as the credits roll / as she's leaving. I don't fully remember it. I just know it's like, it's a very sweet, nice sounding song. And it's like a bit of a... Because you've grown to like that character and now she's gone.
Yeah.
She's like Peace. I'm speaking now. That means I'm going to die. Peace.
Peace.
So, yeah. But one of the other endings of the game,
Fucking hell.
it's like the plot twist reveal of the real big boss left a tape for you, Snake / Venom Snake, is not the actual
player
big boss.
the guy you play as.
You were
is
under
not
the impression, the false
guy who has
impression
had
that you were
plastic surgery
playing and like an altered brain to think you are this guy.
What?
Yeah. So it's quite a reveal. So you're listening to this tape, and on the tape is written "From the Man Who Sold the World" or something like that. The Man Who Sold the World.
The David Bowie song.
Exactly. But this is not by David Bowie. It's a cover by, I don't remember his name. I think his last name's like a Urine or something. I don't even think it plays after the credits. Maybe it does. What it does do is it's the first song you hear when you start the game.
Oh.
Man Who Sold the World is playing at the start of the game, and at the very end of the game, when it's revealed this whole lie. So like this whole time you've been sold a lie, and
Yeah.
now it's been revealed. But the lie was there from the start,
Right.
but in the form of a song.
Yeah.
It's
Core.
Is it time for is this the last category?
No.
Is it time for the next category?
Yes.
Okay.
The category is setting the scene. It's specifically for songs that are tied to a scene. And they are enhancing the scene in some way. Shut up. My first one is, unsurprisingly, from World of Warcraft. It's been on my mind recently. But it is the Lament of the Highborn, and it plays specifically during a quest in the Ghostlands where you find like a locket or something, and you have to take it back to Sylvanas. She's just the leader of the Forsaken at that point. You take it to the locket, and the whole thing. She like tells you some backstory, and this song plays, and it's like a song with lyrics, which is crazy for WoW. And it's really cool. It's a really cool moment that I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have actually seen in the game because it's in the fucking Ghostlands, and who wants to play through the Ghostlands? It's a terrible zone with great music.
Beep beep, it's my turn. This is from The Last of Us. Now, unfortunately, someone in the room hasn't played the game, so I can't speak on it too much. But I have to mention it because it does set the scene. Well, rather, the scene has been set, and this...
Do you need me to block my ears?
No. The scene's been set, and the music comes in, and it's like, oh, it's Feels time. Calvin Harris there with his little bass guitar. Katy Perry comes in.
Yeah.
She's
I didn't know
like-
Katy Perry was in The Last of Us.
Yeah.
And Calvin Harris?
Yeah, they feature.
Wow.
That's why it's such a good game.
Yeah.
Those reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just at the end of the game, it's a feel moment. You feel things due to this music and also what's happening in the game. We won't have any visuals to help with this because she's going to have to watch the video.
Yeah. So I have technically two things from Red Dead, but the first one's quite small. My first one, Red Dead 2, I should say, by the way, not the first Red Dead, haven't played it.
You also haven't played the first Red Dead either.
Red Dead Revolver.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
That's a wee joke for those who know the series real well.
So my first one is a small one. It's just when you are riding in the wagon to Valentine.
I got a girl in Valentine.
That one. When you've got the ladies in the back of the wagon and they're singing their song. I just think it's really nice.
It does hit the song.
It does. It sure does. It really does.
Obviously, Red Dead is a game known for its non-diegetic music. It's very ambient.
Yeah.
But it's also really well known for its diegetic stuff. Like with the
Yeah.
campfire songs and whatnot.
Oh.
Is that what you're going to
yeah.
mention next, maybe?
A campfire song?
Yeah.
No.
What? Do we mention that at all in this?
No. Hey, we're mentioning it now. Campfire songs are Red Dead too.
Honorable mention to One-Eyed Riley, I think it's called.
Is that the one that says fuck? Is that the one?
Shit, Person Corruption.
Yeah, that's what I
Looking
meant.
for the man that fucked his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Good song.
that's a good one. But also all the whole campfire stuff is real fun.
Yeah. I like it when Javier starts singing. Because he sings in Spanish.
He says it in Spanish.
My for real one from Red Dead.
Yeah, for real life Red Dead.
My for real life Red Dead 2 is, I also talked to you about this the other day, is when you're riding back from Guama after you've gone in and you're riding back to Shady Belle, and oh my god, for me, this, like, I found that more emotionally impactful than when you do the other big long ride with the song playing.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
This one's...
Unshaken.
Yeah, Unshaken.
Yes, I was more emotionally attached to this. I don't know, it just got me because it was at that point that, like, that's when it hit me how, like, downhill everything had gone for poor old Arthur Morgan, who I am deeply in love with. And it just, it was such a long ride. I was shaking in my little cowboy boots.
Unshaken.
And then the fact that it's the song that plays when Arthur dies. Oh boy. I went and rewatched that last night.
His death.
His death, yeah. And oh my god. Oh my god.
I remember when you were playing the game, when you
Yes.
just washed up in... What's that place called? It's called something Trading Post, isn't it?
Yeah, Van Horn.
Van Horn. Yeah, just pull up in Van Horn and you're like, oh, I'm going to catch the trolley back to where I need to go.
I tried so hard to get a train ticket.
Rockstar doing Rockstar. They're like, nah, you're going to do it our way.
Yeah.
But it sort of pays off.
Yeah,
Because,
I'm glad I didn't catch a train.
well, you couldn't.
No, I was so confused as well. I was like, why aren't they letting me on the fucking train? God, are you talking about Life is Strange now?
I'm going to talk about Life is Strange now.
Okay, cool.
My choice from Life is Strange. This could also be in the openings one, actually.
Yes.
Oh, heck.
See, I knew you would talk about this.
Yeah, this is
That's why I didn't pick it.
To All of You by
Sid Matters.
Sid. Yeah, all Sids matter. How would you describe? I want you to talk about my one, and I'll talk about your one. It's a very nice, peaceful, guitar-heavy, acoustic guitar-heavy,
Yeah.
nice. What genre is it?
Indie folk.
It sets the scene for how nice and pleasant the game is, excluding the like killing.
Unpleasantness.
Yeah. But like when it's like golden hour all the time in the game, it's
Yeah.
pleasant. It's nice.
It sets up the general ambience of the game.
Yeah.
It feels so true to high school to
Yeah.
me.
Yep.
Like walking around with all of the people, the other high school students, but you've just got your headphones in and you're just like diegetic, me every day. With that song too, because I played Life is Strange when I was 13 and like, it did alter my brain chemistry.
What's your one from Life is Strange?
When you find Rachel's body.
Oh, spoiler warning!
Spoilers! When you find Rachel's body and the song that plays there, I don't know if it actually is Mount Washington. I've written Mount Washington on there. I don't know if that's what the song is. It's either Mount Washington or it's like mountains. It might be mountains, but it's the one that's like that one. I just
Kind of
remember.
sounds like the Bully main theme.
I promise you it's not. I remember the first time I played through that, I remember just being so emotionally, like, shaken, shook. Yeah,
It's the polar opposite of my one.
it really is, and I think
your song it sets the scene for how unpleasant the game can be at points.
And I think our two examples do a good job of showing the range of Life is Strange.
Yin.
Yang. Though I have a lot of problems with Life is Strange, I must admit it is still one of my favourite games of all time.
Now we have not only the same game called Uncharted 4,
Yep.
but we have the same song from it.
Yes.
For better or worse.
For better or worse.
Now. This plays after you've... lot of backstory to cover here.
Yeah, we're 4 games in at this point. I don't know if we can really do a recap.
You have betrayed your wife.
You have. And how could you ever betray her?
Yeah, well, let's not speak now on that one.
Speak now!
You've betrayed your wife.
Yeah.
And then you've gone and nearly died.
Yeah.
And then your wife has found you.
Yeah.
And she saved you.
Yeah.
And then you go through a whole thing with her. There's climbing, there's shooting.
Yeah.
And the whole time through it, you're like talking to each other. And it's like, I'm sorry for being a right one. And she's like, no, you've been a wrong one this time.
It made me cry.
Yeah, their marriage is on the line.
And it's because, like, You've played the 3 games up until this point and you've seen their relationship go through a lot, from like flirting to like, oh, there's another woman now, to then like clearly they've separated. They were married and now they're separated. And then you get to the 4th game and it's like they're living together and they have all of these photos together and you get to walk around their house and play Crash Bandicoot together. And then Nate goes and does the ultimate stupid thing of continuously lying to his wife for weeks. And the whole time you're like, oh my god, you're doing something really stupid, because how could you ever lie to her? She's beautiful. Then their marriage is on the rocks. And you just have to sort of sit with them and hope that they can get through that together. And it's emotional as fuck.
Because we haven't actually talked about when the song actually plays.
No, we haven't.
It's after all the talking about how, like, you're supposed to talk to me.
Yeah.
And, like, we work through things together. It's, like, in our vows and shit.
Yeah.
And it's, like, you're going up this big elevator ride and you're talking it out. And it's, like, things aren't resolved, but they're moving in a way, not sure what way. And the elevator ride ends, and then you hop in the car, and then all the sounds fade out. And then the song plays. And it's, like... oof.
And it's such, like, the song itself is so emotional, I feel. Because
It's just strings and piano.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Which is so different to a lot of the music that you've been hearing up until this point, especially because a lot of it has been compact.
Yeah.
It feels like a very human moment.
Oh, that was good. That was good. It is a nice, pretty thing.
Yeah.
But it's so tense.
Yeah, like, nothing has been resolved yet. You're still sitting with all of that angst. But it's a sign that things could be getting better, I feel like. Maybe. I don't know.
If you haven't heard the song, think back to when you were a kid and you were, like, stealing a cookie. When your mum specifically said, do not steal a cookie. And then she's gone and caught you. And, like, the heart-sinking feeling, scribe that on some notation. You've made yourself a better or worse.
Yeah.
.mp3.
Yeah.
We spent a while on that one.
We did, yeah. The next category is, in my opinion, the best category. It is a category I have so creatively titled, Go Crazy, Go Stupid. It is specifically for music that goes crazy and or stupid. So specifically, like, from a final boss battle or just something that really, really hypes you up within the game. My first one is the final wave music from the daytime backyard stage of Plants vs. Zombies. So it's the one with the pool, where you've got the pool. Yeah, I was listening through the Plants vs. Zombies soundtrack last night, as you do, because I knew I wanted some sort of final wave music in there. Or I don't think it's called the final wave music. I think it's called the horde music, because it'll just play anytime a huge wave is approaching. It doesn't have to be the final wave. Plants vs. Zombies lore. I was listening through all of them because I was like, oh, I'll probably just do the daytime one because that's like the iconic one. And then I was listening through them and I got to the pool one. I was like, holy shit, this is the best thing I've ever heard. Yeah, no, it got me so hyped up. I don't know if you saw me last night, but I was sitting on my chair going like this while I was listening to it.
Red Dead Redemption 2, American Venom. At the end of the epilogue, fighting your way up a mountain.
Yeah, it's
And
fucking cool.
This piece of music is so, like, Western sounding.
Yeah.
It's got the electric guitar, it's got the horns, it's got the drums, it's got, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like... Because, like, there's been hints of it throughout a lot of the epilogue.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes the final encounter, fight, shootout, climb mountain a lot more intense and memorable.
Can I throw in an honourable mention? When you've got the big fight at, like, the oil place. It's the one that sounds really cool because it's got, like, hints of Native American music in it, and it's got the big electric guitar at the start, and then everyone starts yelling, you charge in.
Yeah, well, that's a very cool shot. It's a very cool whole thing.
It hyped me the fuck up,
Yeah.
but it's an honourable mention.
Yeah. Yep, good stuff. Good stuff there.
My next one is stupid. It's any time that Danger Zone has played whilst I've been playing GTA 5.
Okay.
Because here's the thing.
I feel like this should have been in our first category.
Well, it originally was, and then I decided it should go crazy, go stupid, because it does get me to go crazy and or stupid. When I'm playing GTA 5 and I'm driving around, which is pretty much all I do in GTA 5 because I just like driving. Can't drive in real life, so I'll drive in a game. I listen to the Los Santos Rock Radio, and whenever Danger Zone comes on, it's like, oh fuck, I gotta go really fast now. I don't know why. It just gets me.
Phil Collins has a tendency to do that.
No!
Yeah, I am known to be more of a Cara Delevingne enjoyer
Yeah.
than whoever the host of that one is.
The guy who sings Danger Zone.
Phil Collins.
No!
Yeah, there's merit to you mentioning this. It's the
Thank
case
you.
for like a lot of the GTA series, but you've only played 5.
Yeah. It's something that I think is quite cool about games like GTA, where there's no guarantee that that song is going to play at any specific moment. So if it does play when you're doing something really cool, then you can have your own like emotional connection to it because of that. It's a cool thing about video games in general, is that a lot of the magic comes from moments that accidentally happen.
Yeah. 'Cause this is a whole separate conversation, but a game like Saints Row 4,
Yeah.
you can just play Don't Want to Miss a Thing at any point, because it's not a radio, it's like an MP3 player. So you can like cue that up and then do something epic.
Yeah.
There is magic to that and merit to a system like that. But this, it's all off the cuff, off
Yeah.
the dome.
There's no guarantee of anything happening.
My ultimate go crazy, go stupid. First of all, I want to pay respects to the community. We would say it's a better moment. And that's, I don't know what the mission's called or if they even have missions. In Far Cry 3, when Make It Bundum plays and you're in a weed field with a flamethrower and you are burning it while Make It Bundum is playing.
It's so goofy.
It's so intense. However, because I'm a man of class, I'm no longer into dubstep. I like disco. Far Cry 5.
You sure you want to reveal that about yourself on the internet?
I'm coming out as a disco enjoyer. Far Cry 5 has a similar sort of mission in that a famous hype song plays during just a do cool shit mission. And that song is called Disco Inferno. Yeah, you're just there killing hordes of infected. It's a whole thing, Far Cry 5, what happens there. But you're just killing hordes, and that's playing in the background. It's like you meet this hillbilly guy, and he's like, hey, burn, baby, burn. And he's like singing along to it.
That's cute.
And it's like playing on speakers. It's a whole time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that is one of the coolest songs to feature in a mission, and it makes me remember it. It made me remember it. Here I am saying it because I remembered it because it was good. You have the final thing.
Okay, this is a really stupid one. And it's one that I think a lot of people will not have experienced, but I know you have, and I know I have. And it is in Star Wars Pinball. When you get the multi-ball and the Imperial March starts playing.
Not even a video game.
Pinball can count as a video game.
No.
Yes.
No, there is a Venn diagram that has arcade games and video games, and there's just Space Invaders in the middle. Okay.
Well, I'm including this as part of the list because, I mean, you've seen me play that multi-ball. It gets me fucking hyped.
You've gone very crazy and stupid with this last entry.
Yes, I have. And I'm okay with that.
You haven't even seen Star Wars, have you?
No, I haven't. Not those ones. I've only seen the prequels and The Force Awakens.
You have no ties to Star Wars.
No, but it's that good. It's the Imperial March playing during that multi-ball is that good that it fucking gets me going, and I get a really high score. I like Star Wars Pinball. It's fun.
Fair enough. Okay, well, if you're throwing in pinball, I'm going to throw in pinball too.
Yeah.
Also a multi-ball. It's more of a moment rather than a whole song.
Yeah.
Fishtails, multi-ball. The guy goes, whoa!
That's not music. That's just a guy making a noise with his mouth.
Also barely a video game. Thanks for watching.
So now that we are done talking about the music, let's talk about the most important part of the video, which is the chocolate. We haven't finished it. I feel like that says a lot.
No.
No?
Nah. This is a lot about our discussion.
Okay.
I've been too busy to shove chocolate in our gobs.
Well, I will personally say that on my end, the reason I have not shoved more in is because it's too dark for me. I used to be a dark chocolate lover, but these days, I'm a milky guy.
I was the same way. Dark used to be my go-to.
Yeah.
When it comes to dark chocolate, it was smooth. It
Yeah.
wasn't like stupidly intense.
It's nicer than a lot of dark chocolate because it's not like I don't like dark chocolate when it's really hard
This has been sitting in a hot room for a while.
for weeks.
We've been planning this for a while. Well, it's also it's easy to consume because it's thin.
Yeah.
It's not like a big chunk that just sits in your mouth being dark.
Yeah.
This is like a little bite,
Yeah.
little bite of dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's smooth. So thank you. What's the brand called? Thank you, Frey.
Frey. Can you give me the packet and I'll pronounce it
So
properly?
far away.
Frey. It's just Frey.
But it's Switzerlish. It's from Sweden. No, it's not. It's from Switzerland.
Yeah, Switzerland is different to Sweden. It's got a frog on it. That's cute. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.